All right, so another thing we want to talk about is stealing locations. Right now, we're stealing this location, which is under a billboard next to a very loud train. So we had a fairly big vision in mind for what we wanted the film to be. There's a lot of people that are making their first no-budget indie film, and they do a bunch of people sitting around an apartment talking, and that's great, and I get it, because you have those locations available to you, so why not do it that way? Well, we didn't want to make that kind of film for our first film. We really wanted to do something similar to an Alfred Hitchcock movie of the 50s, and we were looking at Christopher Nolan's Following as sort of our, how did he do something low budget that was not a bunch of people sitting in a room? So we needed locations, and we didn't have the money for insurance, because insurance for a feature film is really damn expensive, and if you have a $10,000 budget, it's not going to fly.
No. So I think, one thing that really helped us in stealing locations was that we had a very small crew and we had a very small cast, so we really didn't draw a lot of attention to ourselves. We were smart about it, right? Like, you pick off hours, and we scouted everything beforehand. We did a walkthrough of every location to know, are we going to get in the way? Is this going to be an issue? And actually, things like the rain and unexpected things come up that can actually work in your benefit.
So another thing about stealing locations was that I think I guess about the scouting was that we really looked at the places, and it wasn't only just like, it's not only have a place that you like, have a backup. So we wanted to shoot the Humber Bay Bridge, and we ended up shooting there, and we never really had a problem doing it because it's just such a romantic location. Our other option was going to be the Bathurst Street Bridge, which is not so pretty, and it would have been okay, but I think we ended up getting something that was really nice and romantic. Some of the other locations we knew, okay, so the scene in which Gene and Joe were having yogurt, I was going to shoot it in a parking lot on a bench originally, and then I just happened to walk by with this. It's a building that's on my street. I pass it every day, but it just never stood out to me before, and suddenly it was like, oh, this is such a gorgeous location. Since then, they fenced it off, maybe because of us, I don't know, but it's gone.
Yeah.
So
that was the thing we did with locations, was when we were stealing them and we knew that at any moment we might get kicked out, we chose a lot of locations that were close to our houses, so we had a home base. If you're bringing actors out with you, you're bringing crew out with you, and if something should happen and you get caught and you get kicked out, you want to have options. You want to have a place to go to regroup. You don't want to drag everybody out to the middle of nowhere just to get kicked out of a location.
Pro tip: tell all your actors and crew that you are stealing locations, because if you get
just
run
be
off,
honest.
Yeah, honestly, we were honest as far as everything went with all our actors and our crew, and I think that helped. That whole thing where you're a producer and you start lying to people to get favors, don't do it. It's just going to bite you in the ass in the end.
No, absolutely. We were honest with everybody, and when you bring people on board and you are intimate with them and you tell them what's going on, I honestly think that it brings people together more, and you want everybody's best effort, and so keep them involved, tell them what's going on. The last thing you want to do is have people not trust you because you lied to them.